another video. Today I'm excited to be working with another company, and this time I have the Crenova, there's the back view, Crenova XPE660 projector here. This projector is around $200 depending on the deal. The listing I think is for $230 on Amazon. I got it for less than that, around $200, a little bit less. And it depends on what time you buy it, but it's around $200. It's a 1080p projector, can display up to 200 inches according to the Amazon listing. If you want to know all the specs and everything, you can go to the Amazon listing that I will link below. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. So let's take a look at the projector. You have the power button here and all the controls here, as well as a remote I'll get to later with same controls on. On the back there is two USBs, two HDMIs, that's the power connector, and then another power switch there. There's another infrared receiver right here, I believe. And then on this side you have an audio out as well as audio in, and then a VGA. On the front there's the lens. You look at that details if you want. This is cooling here, this is cooling, and then back on this side is the speakers. And it comes with this lens cover, which was attached to this thing when it came, but I took it off, and that fits right in there. What else is in the box? I'll tell you that. Came with this box of like accessories and stuff. Obviously a power cable, just a normal little power cable like you'd plug into a computer or a screen or projector. HDMI cable, that's really nice that it came with that. It's about 3 feet long. The power cable is kind of short. It'd be nice if it was longer, but the HDMI cable, it's shorter. It's only 3 feet, but you're probably gonna be right beside whatever you're plugged into. This audio adapter thing, remote, and then like instructions, and actually there's some optical tissue in here. The remote has the power button, mute, has all that stuff there. Now I will talk about like the actual quality and stuff of the projector. 1080p is not a whole lot of pixels. If you're trying to make a big image, like 200 inches like I said, that is really big for just 1080p. If you're doing that, you're probably going to want to be sitting far back from it, so, or you have a ton of people, then that would work. But if you don't have it too big and you're sitting decently close, it looks good. You'll need to turn off the lights though, probably. For watching movies, it works great, and you'll be satisfied with that, I believe. But for playing games, it might not work for gaming. If you're playing an intense game like Fortnite or PUBG or CSGO, or whatever you play, something with a lot of movement. So I tested out Fortnite on it. It was awful. It felt like I was lagging. I had it locked to 60 FPS, and I always had that, but it felt like I was lagging the whole time. It was just not a good experience. I tested Minecraft, which was not, you could tell it was a little bit slow, but it wasn't awful. And so then even slower games, I don't know if you play while you play, but if you're just playing a game with pretty much no movement, then yeah, it would work fine. You need to be aware of what game you're playing on it, as it will not work as well for different games. I mentioned before there's speakers right here. They get loud, they get nice and loud, and they're pretty good quality too, but there's absolutely no bass pretty much. So you might want to get your own speakers if you want some bass. I'll put in a picture now of what it looks like. This is a movie I watched, and I'll show you, like, you can see the keystone effect, you can see it's like that, you can see the white, like a little bit lit up over there, top and bottom you can see it's lit up. I'm not sure if that's normal or not, but you can see that, just letting you know. It's not distracting, but it's there. Another thing I noticed, I'm not sure if this is normal or what, but so you turn this wheel here and it focuses the projector. But when I was watching a movie and playing games and doing whatever on it, always if I could get pretty much the entire screen to focus, but these two corners were out of focus. and if I'd fixed that, then the other stuff would be out of focus. So I couldn't get the entire thing in focus. I'm not sure if that's normal or not, because I don't have much experience. But, and maybe that's just with this projector, like this specific one, or maybe it's just this model. But just pointing that out. Maybe it had to do that I was pointing up in the air. Maybe if I was straight on, it would have fixed it. I don't know. But overall, this is a good buy. I'd recommend it. It's pretty inexpensive projector, especially if you just want to watch some movies. You don't want to spend money for a TV or better projector. It's a pretty good buy here, as it can get easily up to like 70 inches with decent looks, which would be a lot more money than $200 if you want to buy a 70-inch TV. And for gaming, it's decent if you're doing a slow-paced game, not a very fast-moving game. So like the video if you did, comment anything I missed, what I should video next, subscribe so you know when my videos come out, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.